Tidbits from TNT, Thursday, November 21, 2024. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. TNT. Tishwash. Al-Sudani. Putin discuss Middle East issues amid unprecedented escalation of tension in the region. Baghdad today. Follow-up. Russian President Vladimir Putin and Iraqi Prime Minister Mohammad Shia al-Sudani discussed Middle East issues today, Thursday, November 21, 2024. Amid unprecedented escalation of tensions in the region, the Kremlin said in a statement followed by Baghdad today that Putin discussed, during a phone call with al-Sudani, joint work within the framework of OPEC+, stressing the importance of coordinating steps in this field. He added that the two parties discussed Middle East issues in light of the unprecedented escalation of tension in the region, noting that issues of cooperation in the fields of trade, economy, transportation, logistics and humanitarian services were discussed. Tishwash. Al-Ghaz. Oil and gas are God's gift and the world must invest in energy sources without exception. The Secretary-General of the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC, Haytham Al-Ghaz, stressed on Wednesday that the world must adopt all energy sources without exception. Al-Ghaz said at the United Nations Climate Change Conference, COP29, that crude oil and natural gas are a gift from God, and that talks on limiting global warming should focus on reducing emissions, not choosing energy sources. His comments were in line with the opening speech of Azerbaijani President Ilham Aliyev, who responded to Western criticism of his country's oil and gas industry, also describing these resources as a gift from God. They are actually a gift from God, Al-Ghaz, a veteran Kuwaiti oil executive, said in a speech at the conference hosted by Baku, Azerbaijan. These resources affect how food is produced, packaged and transported, how medical research is conducted, and how medical supplies are manufactured and distributed. I could go on and on with an endless number of examples, he added. He pointed out that the world's governments, which set a ceiling for the rise in global temperature during the Paris summit in 2015, of no more than 1.5 degrees Celsius compared to the pre-industrial revolution level, can achieve their climate goals without shifting away from oil. Al-Ghaz continued, the Paris Agreement focuses on reducing emissions, not on choosing energy sources. OPEC said technologies such as carbon capture could address the climate change impacts of burning fossil fuels. Tishwash. Economist. Big capitals benefit from the continued rise of the dollar in Iraq. Economic expert Safwan Qureshi confirmed today, Wednesday, that there are big heads benefiting from the economic chaos and the rise of the dollar in Iraq. Qureshi said in an interview with Al Maluma agency, there are speculators and local mafias trying to obstruct economic organization and thwart the government's attempt to control the state's resources. He added, the government can strike these mafias with the force of law by directing the supervisory and security agencies against the violators and their continued presence under multiple fronts. He pointed out that there are those who manipulate the local dollar markets, and the regulatory bodies must be able to control the big heads that benefit from the continued economic chaos, not the arms. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. Source: Dinar Recaps.